Hey, this is Digital Dave with another cryptocurrency and blockchain update. So you may have heard the news already, but if you haven't, Theta has announced they will have a second governance token called Tdrop. So there are now, or there will be, 3 tokens in all. There's of course the original Theta token, which is the governance token, the main governance token, which secures the network. And then there's Tfuel, which you're probably very familiar with as well, which rewards people that are running an edge node or an elite edge node and that are going to be caching videos and content. The third one is the Tdrop, which is which will be dropped early next year. And that is going to be the governance token for ThetaDrop.com. And people who are staking Theta will get an airdrop of Tdrop early next year, February 1st, I believe. So this governance token is actually important because they can't use the Theta token that secures the entire framework and the entire network. So you can't use that. Tfuel is used to reward people who are caching videos and running an edge node and an elite edge node. So you have to keep that separate. And Tdrop is going to be for the ThetaDrop, which is ThetaDrop is dedicated to having auctions and for the sale of NFTs. NFTs is a really important thing that the whole world is going to be consuming NFTs in some fashion. And some people think that this whole NFT is a side hustle for Theta, but it is not. Theta's main focus, and they mentioned it twice in their white paper, link below to the white paper, which I'll put a link below to their website, which has a link to their white paper. You can check it out. Their main focus, they said it twice, their main focus is for content delivery for video and information. So that is their main focus. They haven't lost focus of their original goal. What they're doing now is, they're basically taking over the internet. They're doing the NFTs, they're doing the edge caching, they're doing compute jobs, heavy compute jobs, AI, video transcoding, video encoding. They're really doing everything. They're taking over the internet is what they're doing. And the Theta is my top holding. A lot of people know that, and some people may not. But Theta is my top holding, and there's a reason for that. Theta is like doing everything. I mean, the Tfuel is the money. The network itself is the Theta token. Now the Tdrop is going to be the governance token for ThetaDrop. NFTs are much more than artwork. Some people say, I don't care about NFTs, and I totally understand that. And you don't have to care about the Tdrop token. You can just totally not worry about it. That's okay. You can not worry about Tfuel and just focus on Theta if you want. But Tdrop is going to be the governance token for NFTs. NFTs, like I said, is much more than just artwork. It's also digital rights management. So you can, if somebody has a live event, concert, they can issue these digital rights under a NFT. These could be live moments for a movie premiere, a live concert. They could be backstage passes. They can be limited content like t-shirts, hats, apparel. And they can even be to like the live event, the Crazy for Cryptos party in Thailand, here in Thailand. And that's mentioned in the white paper, by the way, so check it out. It's on page 11, where they talked about the Crazy for Cryptos party. And I had no idea that they were going to mention the party in the white paper. I read it and I was like, wow, that's really cool. I had no idea that they were going to mention that, so I appreciate them bringing that up. Some people say the biggest, in my Patreon, some people were worried about it's going to water down the price of Theta, because I believe Theta is going to go to hundreds and maybe even thousands of dollars. And this is what Michelle Whitedove predicted a long time ago. I'll talk about her in a moment. Some people think it's going to water down the whole ecosystem, but I think it's going to strengthen it, because I call this a myopic way of looking at things. And let me explain. So first there was Bitcoin, the original. Then there were some other coins, and then Ethereum came out about 5 years ago, I believe. And people thought Ethereum watered down the price of Bitcoin. Actually, Ethereum helped increase the price of Bitcoin because it brought more people in, and then these other coins brought even more people in. So the whole market cap has increased as a result of Ethereum and Litecoin and Dash, Digibyte, Bitcoin Cash, and these other coins that I'm not mentioning. Can't mention them all. So the way that this 3 token system is going to work, I believe, because they're basically doing everything for the internet. They're doing everything: content delivery, NFTs, caching, computer jobs. So you have to have several tokens to do the job. What I believe is going to happen, instead of watering down the price of Theta and preventing it, someone said, my group said that Theta will never go into the triple digits because of this. And I believe it's going to actually make it go even higher than what I anticipated, because if their whole ecosystem is basically all of the internet, that's going to bring even more interest and more investors and more money into this whole project, into the Theta project. So I look at this as a non-myopic way. I look at this as an expansive way of looking at things, because it's not simple math that's going to water down the ecosystem or the price of Theta. It's not simple math like that. You look at it like, if they're going to be doing everything, it's going to bring even more money into the project. This is my way of thinking. And this way of thinking is, I think it's important to look at really the bigger picture and not in a myopic way. Okay, so I've got a couple of video requests. I got 2 all in one video here. Okay, first one is I did the NFT drop a few weeks ago. It was really crazily, wildly successful. It did really well. And I'm grateful to everyone who's invested into the NFTs. Crazy for Crypto's NFT drop will most likely happen again. There's no date. Most likely happen again because they did extremely well. But I got a request from Kyle with Theta Labs. Kyle Lafay or Kyle Laffey, I'm not sure how to pronounce it. One of those two. But Kyle and I, we've been working together for a while we've been sending a lot of messages back and forth, and this was up to the NFT launch. There's a lot going on behind the scenes to launch an NFT. So I've been working with Kyle a lot, and with Wes a little bit too. I've been chatting with Wes a little bit, but mostly Kyle. And Kyle said, hey, can you do it like a testimonial, a really honest review type testimonial for ThetaDrop and how your NFT went? He says, don't hold back. He says, if you have anything negative, just share it publicly, and that's okay. So, I mean, here's the results. You know, the NFT did extremely well. I mean, I'm really happy and thankful for all the work that they helped me do to put this together behind the scenes. There was a lot of messages that we kicked back and forth to get it going. And I do recommend, if you want to get an NFT on ThetaDrop, I do recommend to go forward with that. And the way to do that is probably just to reach out to Wes or Kyle on the Theta Telegram, probably the best way to do it. And I believe maybe you could email as well, I'm not sure. But the website, the ThetaToken.org website, link below, you can probably just follow the links and contact that way. There was one hiccup, as a lot of people know, that when the Theta Warrior, people would get in there and pre-buy it, and then just if it was like an inconvenient time for them to buy the token, or if they were asleep or whatever, they could just auto buy. Well, about an hour before the NFT launch went live, the auto buy feature decided to go on holiday and decided not to work. So I got a message late saying, hey, you need to message your contacts immediately and just say that the auto buy is not working. So I did what I could, and at the time, the limited time I had, it was just maybe 20-30 minutes before it actually went live. I was able to do an announcement in the Patreon group. So that kind of crapped out on us. So that was a bug that I think they have fixed by now. I think, because I know that Digital Asset News, I believe his auto buy feature worked flawlessly. I believe that the Hints NFT launched prior to Digital Asset News. I think there was another hiccup, but it was a different type of hiccup, I believe. I could be wrong though, but I think there was another snag, so I want to bring that up as well. But just, I guess in their defense, and they said speak honestly, and I'm not, if I always speak honestly, if they're my friend or my enemy, I always speak honestly. I believe that all these bugs are going to be worked out, and by the time Katy Perry's launch comes into the year, I'm sure that it's going to run seamlessly. Now, bugs can pop up all the time. Technology is a really tricky thing, so bugs can pop up, and no blame to them. I think they're working really hard, not just with ThetaDrop and NFTs. I think they're working really hard with everything. They're basically changing the entire world with Theta token. So, these bugs can happen, but I am confident that, it's worth your while to try to get on ThetaDrop. You know, maybe I'm creating more competition. That's fine. But, you know, the world that we live in, the universe, is totally affluent. There's no lack of limitation. The only limitation is here. I don't feel that if there's more people on the ThetaDrop, that's going to lessen my sales or whatever, or anything else, or any other Patreon groups like Michelle Whitedove's. I don't feel that lack. The universe is abundant, and you have to think that way. And if you think that you have an abundant life, you will. And I've been thinking that way for a long time. I could do another video, but just real quick, I've been listening to self-help tapes and marketing tapes and self-improvement tapes and all this stuff. I don't know if you guys know who Nightingale Conan is, the company. This is an old company, but I devoured basically all the stuff they had, everything. And it's really helped a lot. I had a, you know, not the best childhood, definitely not an affluent childhood at all. So this is all, you know, this is all created. It all starts from here. You have to believe in yourself. Okay, so here's the second request I have here. Well, I went off on a tangent, I guess. But, you know, people say I like your story, so I like to tell them, and I you know, have some interesting background. But here's the second request here, too. Speaking of Michelle Whitedove and NFTs, this is a message out to the ThetaDrop, the Theta team. I would really, really, really like to see her have an NFT on ThetaDrop. And, you know, they said, hey, David, it would be kind of nice if you mentioned it in a video or a tweet or something. And I said, hey, I'll just make a video because this is two requests. Kyle's from NFT, from ThetaDrop says, hey, just make a review of it, of the process, which I did just now. And Michelle Whitedove and her assistant Shantae says, hey, if you don't mind just doing, you know, getting a hold of them and saying that there is going to be a big demand for Michelle Whitedove NFT, which I believe they will. I would not be making this video or mentioning this if I didn't think that the Michelle Whitedove NFT would do extremely well. In my opinion, it's going to surprise people how well it's going to do, in my opinion. So there's the deal. I know that everybody at Theta is going to be watching this, and you know, obviously Michelle Whitedove is going to be watching this as well. So I really think that the Michelle Whitedove NFT is going to crush it, absolutely crush it. Okay, that's all I got. I'm going to be interviewing Wes Levitt with Theta Labs in a few days, or sometime next week. No date announced, but I'll be interviewing Wes for the second time, and we're going to break apart this whole Tdrop and maybe dissolve some fears that people have, and maybe get people, if they have fears, maybe get them excited again about the Theta project. I was excited when I first saw the news. I said, I think this is just killer what they're doing with the Tdrop, but we'll be breaking that apart. So, all right, so Digital Dave, that's all I got. See you guys next time.